everyone, it's Chloe from Chloe's Creative Cards, and today I want to show you how to create this fabulous easel card using our beautiful new Butterfly sentiment die and stamp set. This is going to be such a lovely card to create and so easy to do. So I'm going to dive on in and show you what we're going to be using. So we're going to be using the Butterfly sentiment stamp and die set. You're going to get your stamp and die included within here. We're also going to be using one of our cut and emboss folders, and we're going to be using some of our gorgeous glitter card and mirror card. Both are from the dual colours pads that we do as well. So you'll be able to pick those all up on the website at www.chloescreativecards.co.uk. Okay then, so we're going to dive on in and get started. So I'm going to start off by taking a 7x7 card blank and also taking my largest butterfly die. I'm going to pop this die so it just overhangs the top ever so slightly, and I'm going to tape that in place with some low tack tape. I always like to pop 2 bits of low tack tape on my dies when I'm popping them in place to hold as well. So I'm going to take my plates for my Gemini machine. So I've got my base plate, my plastic shim and my cutting plate on the top, and we're just going to feed that through the machine. Like so, and then we'll grab that at the other side, and I'm going to show you first how to create the actual easel. Okay, so when we remove this from the die, like so, you can see how we've got the basis of our butterfly shaped card. It looks a little bit weird at the moment, but stick with it, it's going to come right. I'm going to take a piece of glitter card now, and I'm going to die cut the same size as the butterfly again. So you're going to need to do this 3 times on your glitter card, so you end up with 3 large butterflies. So we're just going to send that through the die cutting machine again and grab it at the other side. Lift that off, and there we go, we've got that beautifully die cut butterfly. So what I'm going to do now is start to create the easel. So to do that, I'm going to take my little folded piece of card that we did earlier, and I'm just going to fold just along the centre like so. So that's then going to create the stand-up part of our easel. So I want to cover this base piece to start with my glitter card. So I'm going to use a little bit of glue to do that. So I'm just going to use a tiny bit of Collal all-purpose glue to stick this down. Okay. And I'm going to pop that onto there. Press that down. Just hold that in place. Give that a couple of seconds just to grab. And then I'm going to take my scissors I'm going to cut this away here. So then that creates the little bit of sparkle on the base of the easel. So we're going to just glue this bottom part now. I'm going to stick our glitter card on there. This is the second one of my butterflies. I'm just going to stick that down and hold. And there we go. That then creates our little easel card. Okay, so that's then ready to decorate up. So to decorate this one, I've taken another piece of glitter card and die cut the exact same size again. We're going to fold that in half, like so, and then we're going to take a little bit of Pinflair glue gel. I'm going to pop a small amount just along the middle, and then a big blob either side. And then we're just going to stick this down onto our card blank. So then I'm going to go down onto there. like so. And that then creates like the little flutter to the easel. I've then taken the next size down in your stamp set. So that's this one here. And I've die cut it from a piece of the coordinating mirror card. I'm going to do exactly the same with that one. And then we're going to do a little bit of stamping and embossing. So we're going to take our Pinflair glue again. Same technique, a little bit along the middle. Decent sized blob either side. That's going to go to there, like so. Then I'm going to take a little piece of plain white card and I'm going to take my sentiment stamp. I'm going to take an anti-static bag to start with. Give that a little dust over, like so. And then we're going to take our stamp, which is this one here. So this is the one that you get in the set. And we're going to take a Wow clear embossing ink pad. Now I've already mounted my stamp up onto my acrylic block. And this is the large square acrylic block from our acrylic block set. And then we're just going to ink up the stamp like so. So lots of light tapping all over. And then we're going to stamp this down. And press. So you want firm, even pressure all over the stamp. Like so. I'm going to lift that off. And we're going to cover that with our Totally Teal Wow embossing glitter. And that was actually one of the very first embossing glitters that I designed with Wow. Such a lovely, like, vibrant colour. Love this one. Sprinkle that over and tap away the excess. And I'm going to pour this back into the jar. Like so. And we're going to heat this up. So I'm going to grab in my heat gun. And I'm going to hold my heat gun still. And then as soon as I see that embossing powder start to melt and change, I'm going to move my heat gun over the image. I'm just waiting for that embossing powder to twinkle, and then I'm just going to move it over the image like so. There we go, that's just starting to turn now. This is quite a slow heat gun that I'm using, but it is a nice and quiet one. And there we go. If I just hold that up to the camera, you can see how lovely and sparkly that Wow embossing powder is. So I've got one that I've already done that's just cooled off. When you die cutting, I always like to try and give it just a little bit of time to cool down before you run it through your machine. So I'm going to place my die over the top. And again, I'm going to tape in place. I'm just grabbing my tape so that I can reuse it off the previous one. There we go. Right. So again, we're just going to line that die up like this. Tape that in place. And then this is going to run through my die cutting machine. Like so. And through we go. Grab that at the other side. We're going to lift that out of the die, and you can see how perfectly that has then die cut. I'm going to fold that one in half again. A little bit of Pinflair glue, so just a little bit along that spine and a tiny bit either side. Well, not a tiny bit, a slightly smaller blob either side, let's say. It's going to go onto there like so. Okay, then I wanted to add some lovely flowers onto this one. So I've actually taken one of our cut and emboss folders. So this is one of the floral ones, and this is the summer flower. And I've die cut out 3 of the medium and 3 of the small, sorry, and 2 of the medium flowers. And we're just going to build those up. So to do that, I'm going to pinch the petals up towards me, like so. Just working round, and I'm going to do exactly the same with this one here. And then I'm going to take a smaller one to pop into the middle. And then I'm going to take a little bit of glue gel. So I'm going to pop a blob on the back. And then a little blob on the back of there. And then we're going to do the same with the small flower. We're going to just work our way around. Just pinching those petals. Pull those up towards me. A little blob of glue on the back. And stick that down. And then I'm going to take a little bling stone from our spring bling box. Oh my word, that's a mouthful. I'm going to take 2 of the larger ones. Tiny bit of glue on the back. That one. That one. And then we're going to stick these in the top corner. On there, and just next to it there, like so. And then you may have noticed these lovely little holographic butterflies in the background, and these are from our brand new little sparkling butterfly sequins, which are beautiful. So you literally get a pot jam-packed with these. So we can just take a few of these to dot about in the background. Tip a few out, and then I'm just going to go in with my glue. I'm going to dot some about on here as well, because we can, you get loads in the pot, so we might as well utilise them, because these are absolutely gorgeous. So pop those on, and I'm just going to use, this is just like a little nail art type tool that I got, to be honest, in a set a long time ago. So just stick these on. Like so, and obviously that glue is going to dry clear. I mean, you were getting like so many of these in that little jar as well. You can really just go for it. Pop as many on or as few on as you like. There we go. So you can see how we've just added those little tiny butterflies onto there as well. And then we need to create a little stopper for our easel. So to do that, I've taken a tiny little bit of like a leftover bit of the lovely mirror card, And I've die cut out 2 of the smallest butterflies from the set. So again, I'm going to fold in half and stick together. So a little blob of glue just on the back. And stick that down like so. Then I'm just going to grab a little foam pad and we're going to stick this down onto our card. Just trim my foam pad down there a little bit. Pop that on the back. Now before I stick that down, I'm going to just cut a tiny little piece, a little sliver of mirror card on my guillotine. And I'll show you why I'm going to do that in a second. Okay, so then we're going to just trim 2 little pieces like this. And peel the back off that foam pad. I'm going to pop that one there. Pop that one there. It's a lot easier if your glue is dry. That creates the little antenna for your butterfly. And then we can just lift this up, pop that little butterfly down. Like so on the foam pad. I might just need a tiny bit of glue on the back actually. Just pop a second foam pad on, just because obviously we've stuck that bits of card on there, haven't we? I never thought of that. It's fine though, there's never a mistake. We'll just pop another little foam pad on there. It's going to go down onto our base card, like so. Just arrange your flowers. I'm going to tuck mine under there. There we go. And that there would be your finished card. Obviously you'd give your flowers a lot longer to dry than mine have had. But there we go. That would be your beautiful butterfly easel card. So if you'd like to find out more about our product, please do hop over at the website at chloescreativecards.co.uk.